This makeover definitely took much longer than I ever anticipated. I might run out of paint. No! Y'all, I am so beyond frustrated with this product right now. I have one more little surprise for you. Well, it's not so little. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today has been a long time coming. It is our first big project back in the house in a really long time. So I know it has been so long since we've done a big project in the house, but today is the day that we finally start our next one. So you may have guessed, we're gonna be tackling the staircase. If you've watched any other videos on the channel, you know how much I hate this staircase. I don't like the color of it. I don't like that it's open. I don't like that it's carpeted. It just looks messy. And I have plans to eventually enclose it to make it look more like your typical staircase and just to make it look cleaner in the house, a little bit more polished, just a little less cluttered looking, and especially to get rid of the carpet at eye level. But today's not that day. That's gonna be a major renovation project and we're just not quite there yet, but we've been making so much progress downstairs and I don't want that to stop us from enjoying our home. So we're gonna do a little mini facelift on the staircase, mostly with paint. So my plan is to actually paint the staircase and to finally finish out the staircase windows, which were never painted along with the rest of the house when Josh first moved in. So we definitely need to tackle those. And yeah, just kind of pull together this space and make it look a little bit more polished in the meantime so we can go ahead and enjoy all the hard work that we've done downstairs before actually doing a major renovation down here. So that being said, I think I'm actually gonna start on these windows first. Although I am a little sad because I have plans to put a film on them to make them look a little bit more modern and also to add some privacy, because let me just tell you how creepy it is to go up these stairs at night. But I am sad because, as you can see, this is one of Rambo's favorite little places to perch and he loves to look out these windows. It's like his little secret spot. And so I don't want to take that away from him, but I just know that overall this is going to be best for us in our home. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on these windows. This morning I finished putting the second coat of black paint on the windows. They look really, really good. I need to wait for them to dry before I can finish trimming them out because obviously like they still look like a mess. But originally I was going to finish the windows, trim them out, and then go ahead and add the film. And I've kind of decided to not do that. And instead, while I already have the black paint out, go ahead and tackle the staircase. And I'm so nervous. I think I've been trying to put it off because I'm really nervous about it. I know I've painted a million things black in our house with this exact same can of paint, but for whatever reason, this is a little scary. I don't know if it's because it's the biggest thing or if it's because it's such a big focal point in our home or what. And I just keep having to remind myself that there's like a 99.9% chance I'm gonna like the black better than I've ever liked this orange raw wood, and that it's just gonna look so much more finished. So even if the black isn't my favorite and it's not where I wanna land, it's still gonna be an improvement. And I have to just keep reminding myself that. Otherwise, I'm gonna procrastinate on this forever. I think it's time to bite the bullet and to put the first paint on this staircase. The one good thing that I did realize was I had already completely committed to painting this entire thing by hand with a paintbrush, and then I realized I can use a roller and it's gonna go so much faster. And I've never been more thankful for these ugly square banisters ever. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is going very fast. I just did those 3 in like 5 minutes. But now my only concern is I might run out of paint. This, like I said, is the same can of paint that I have used on our coffee table. I used it on all of our windows downstairs now. I used it on our door. I used it on the chair in the corner. Like, I've literally used this can of paint so much, but we're getting to the bottom of it. And this is a very large project, and so now I'm really worried that we're going to run out of paint. I have to run out and get more, but I'm gonna use what I got here. I'm gonna see how far it goes, but that's a huge difference. Right now, I'm really excited to clean up the windows and to finish this because like the unfinished nature of it really looks bad, but I think I'm gonna like it. Like they already, I don't know about you, but like they almost disappear. Do you see that? Sorry for like the absolute mess, but like to the eye, the orange is so much more prevalent than the black. It's like the black kind of just escapes from your vision. Love it. I'm so excited to finish this now, if I don't run out of paint. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes it took me to do this first coat on this one side. And just look at the difference that it makes coming like around the corner. It's crazy. So before, when you were in our living room and you would turn the corner, it was like all of a sudden you would see this big orange thing and it looked messy and unfinished compared to our living room. But now it's like this modern staircase. It almost has more of like a metal look. I just feel like it goes so much better with our space, and somehow it's brighter. It's like less, I don't know, orange. It just like makes all of our whites look whiter. It just, I don't know. I'm absolutely loving it. Like that's a huge difference. And then look at this. You turn the corner and see the part that I didn't finish. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see like how much more clean and modern this looks compared to what it used to be? I swear to you, even the carpet looks better. Like it looks less dingy and gross than like the carpet up there. Like it's wild. I'm so happy that I did this, but let me just tell you, it's gonna be such a pain to get into all these little nooks and crannies, and then also the amount of coats that it's gonna take. I mean, you can kind of see it's gonna be pretty extensive to get this done, and I don't think it's going to look great until it is absolutely finished and every last detail and everything is trimmed out. Like, I think it's going to take it being completely finished before it really shines, but I am happy I did it. I do think I'm going to love the black much more than that orange, and especially over here in the dining room where we already have so much orange and it already looks kind of dated. Like having the black behind me instead of this orange, like just picture it. It's just gonna be, oh, so good. But I still have a lot more painting to do before we get to that point. So I'll stop procrastinating and keep on painting. Good morning. I will be honest with you, I'm extremely tired. Like, this wore me out yesterday. I painted all day yesterday, and I do feel like I got pretty far, but there is a lot of tedious little detail work to do today that I did not get to do yesterday. We are running very low on our paint, so I do have plans to go pick some more up later this afternoon, but I'm going to try to use what I got first so that way I know. We definitely need to finish painting all of the staircase today. Then we're going to have to get out the wall color and trim out the windows. And then we got to get the trim color and do the ceiling where the poles meet the ceiling, and then also this bottom molding down there. And that should be all of the paint for this project, hopefully, because I am so tired of painting. But yeah, we're just gonna dive into some detail work today, and it's gonna be tedious and annoying, but hopefully it goes really well. I think it's looking really good. Like, I'm kind of surprised how quickly I got used to it being black already. Like, it was funny, I was going back and reviewing some of the footage, and even the footage from yesterday morning where it was still like completely unpainted looks so weird now. Like, I got used to this so quickly. It's like it was always meant to be this color. Anyway, like I said, I'm procrastinating. Let's go paint. I'm absolutely sick of doing that tedious work, and I'm not even close to being done, to be honest with you, but I just cannot do it anymore after doing it all day yesterday also. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the wall trim around the windows and try to finish that up. Plus I'm pretty much out of paint. I'm pretty much out of black paint. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and do this wall trim up here and see if I can get it done in the next hour or so. It's currently about 1 o'clock. I need to go pick up our grocery order, get some more paint while I'm out, fill up the car with gas. Like, I have errands I need to run today, and our grocery pickup order is ready at 3. So I'm gonna see if I can leave here around 2, go get done all my other errands, pick up my groceries, and come back with fresh paint to finish this off. But it is looking much better, but man, I mean, these tedious parts, like, they just like never end. And like getting up under here, I mean, they're just, I know it looks pretty finished here, but I mean, up there I still have a ton to do. I don't know, it's just, it's a lot, and it's tedious. Like, it is so easy to get tired of it. So I'm gonna see if I can quickly finish trimming out these windows and at least mark that paint color off my list. That's the wall color. So all that will be left is using the paint I need to pick up, finish the staircase. Like I need to finish up top. It looks pretty good on film actually, but like I know that I still have so much to do. So like, yeah, like this side, I gotta finish this side. But yeah, if I can finish the windows now, go pick up everything, come back, I'll have the black paint. Then really all that's left is this upper trim and that lower trim, and we'll actually be done painting, which feels unreal. So like, yeah, let me get to painting around these windows, because then that is at least one thing I think I can quickly check off my list. It is currently 10 after 2, so I'm running a little late. I finished the windows and realized I probably am going to have to pull this paint color back out again in order to do some of the trim upstairs, but it is what it is. At least the windows are finished as far as painting goes. I need to go pick up this order and get more paint, and then, yeah, and then I'll be back to do more painting for the rest of the day. But I am kind of looking forward to a little errands break to like still feel productive, but it not be painting, because like I am tired. You wouldn't think that it'd be as exhausting as it is to paint, but it totally is. Like my legs hurt from squatting like up and down, and like my arm hurts from like that constant like pressure of painting, and it being such a tedious thing today. So like you just don't see much progress because it's all like the tedious like little details. But anyway, don't mean to complain, I'm just like in it, and it's been 2 straight days of painting that followed, you know, multiple days earlier this week of straight painting. So yeah, I would have to say this week I've probably had, this will be number 4 of like full days of painting. So it's a lot, but we're getting there and it's looking good. And I need to go change and pick up these groceries and run these errands. Okay. It's much later. I think it's like 7 o'clock right now, and I'm tapping out. I'm exhausted. It definitely is coming along. There's still quite a few places, especially on these treads, like that is just so difficult. There we go. To get to. And it's all the way up the staircase, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do about that. Like, I can't reach that. But anyway, it's like all those little details that I just can't get to. And I'm too tired right now, and my patience isn't there, and I'm just really worried that I'm going to get really sloppy, and it's just because I'm tired, and it's because I tried to bust through and do this 2-story, like 6-sided staircase in 2 days. And so, yeah, I'm just tired. And the worst part, though, is that I'm not going to be able to finish it, like, tomorrow, because I'm actually leaving to go on a trip tomorrow. So, most of tomorrow, I got to pack, I got to clean the house, I got to prep, all of that. And so I really doubt I'll have any time to work on this before I leave tomorrow evening. So I really, really wanted to finish this project and be able to show you this before I left, but that's just not going to happen. So yeah, I'm really disappointed about that. And like, I really wish that I was just done with this, because it's been very tedious. But like, my arm is so tired, I can't even hold the camera up right now. But yeah, then hopefully when we get back from the trip, we'll be able to finish this staircase makeover. left the tape on too long. I knew I left it on too long. And look, it peeled this up. So I'm going to have to get the paint back out. Alright, let's get the rest of it. That's my fault. Okay, I finished scraping the windows and I also cleaned them. I may wind up cleaning them again just to be double sure that nothing's going to get trapped under this. But now it's time to kind of see what this film is about. So I got 3 rolls, 1 for each window, and I got these off of Amazon. These are just the clear reeded glass film. There's a bunch of different options. Like you can get one that looks kind of like leaded glass or stained glass, frosted. I just wanted something that looks kind of classic, but a little bit modern, just because of the style of these windows. This whole staircase is very mid-century modern, very like 70s kind of feeling, and so I wanted something that kind of had that modern look to it, but was still pretty classic and clean. So I'm a little nervous about applying these. I'm afraid of messing it up or it looking wonky, and I'm very worried because it is reeded glass with the reeds going up and down. I'm afraid that if I get it off, like, it's going to be really, really obvious that it's not straight. So anyway, I'm a little nervous about it. Let's see how curly this is. So this is kind of what it looks like. You can see it has that reeded glass look to it. It's actually pretty pliable right now. It's not as curling as aggressively as I thought it would. So maybe we'll be all right to actually start. I specifically ordered these in a size that was very, very similar to my windows, but you can order them to the size that'll best fit your windows, but that's why mine are kind of little. Yeah, so this will be interesting. It kind of looks frosted from there, but I think that's just the film. But if you can see the reeded look, and there's actually like a little bit, not much, but a little bit of that texture. So I'm curious to see how these are gonna look. But the whole idea is to add privacy because, first of all, I don't know why there's windows behind a staircase. It's not in the staircase or the stairwell. It's literally like behind the stairs. Such an afterthought. Just don't even get me started. But there's that. But at night, if we're like turning off the lights and we're heading upstairs to go to bed, this is the creepiest thing. To walk up the stairs and just know that this window is just staring, and like if the light's on in here, it just feels like you're on display. It's like the creepiest thing. So I'm really excited to get a little bit of privacy. Also to not have to look out, because this is our carport and this is kind of where we store a lot of stuff. So to be able to kind of hide that from the inside and also to have the privacy inside, I'm pretty excited about this, but a little nervous about actually applying it. So clean your window glass thoroughly. Done that. Measure the window size and cut the window film along its back grid lines. I don't see any grid lines back here. Yeah, there's no grid lines. Okay. Measure the film along its back grid lines, leaving 2 to 3 centimeters for each side. So leave a little bit of around it. Peel the backing off the film with the help of Scotch tape. Spray the window surface with enough soapy water. Good to know. Stick the film to the window from top to bottom. Wrap the squeegee with a soft towel and remove any excess water and bubble. Trim off the margins and then use a dry towel to clean all the excess water in both the window and the frame. So, they make it sound easy enough, but I'm still nervous. Okay, This is not going well. From a distance, it definitely has the look I was going for. But here's the hard part is I assumed when the instructions said take the film off, I thought it'd be sticky on the back. And they said to use soapy water, which definitely helps with being able to move it around. But it's not sticky. It's not sticky in the least. It's like a vinyl cling, but you use water. And I don't know. So like I can literally just peel this off right now. But the worst part is because it's a vinyl cling, when I went to go peel that backing off, it creates a static, like, I don't know, and all of a sudden, all of the dog hair, all of anything in the air, any dust particle, anything, automatically stuck to the back of it, and I cannot get it off without taking it down, which puts more back there. I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't know if I'm sold on doing this. Not only is it a pain, it's not really sticking very well. I can count like 6 dog hairs in it, which is going to drive me bonkers. It feels like plastic on the window. I just don't know. I'm frustrated, and I had this in my head for so long. I bought the 3 rolls. I don't know if I should just give it like a try, or if I should just give up before I get more dog hair everywhere. I mean, as I'm going down, I can already see even more dog hair. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I don't want to like give up on you guys, but this is when I wish you were like actually here, so that way you could tell me what to do in the moment. I've just had this in my head for so long, and it's very disappointing, because it's not that it didn't work or that I need a different solution. It's just, it's not what I thought it would be. I don't really know. Okay, it does not cut well either. This is an X-Acto knife, and it's like not even cutting through. Maybe my knife's not sharp. I don't know. But like it drags along because it's not even sticky. Y'all, I am so beyond frustrated with this product right now. So, last night, I talked to Josh. I showed him the one panel. You can see I have it up. I haven't trimmed it or anything yet. But I showed it to Josh, and he didn't seem to think that it looked quite as terrible as what I was thinking. And so I was like, what am I going to do? And I was kind of just thinking about it, and he was like, I really don't care. Like, panel or no panel, like, he didn't have an opinion. So I kind of just had to decide, and what I figured out was I ordered these specifically to size for these 3 windows. I can't return them, and I cannot use them anywhere else in the house. So I might as well try to use them here. Also, after applying the one panel, I figured out there's no adhesive. It's not like a giant sticker. It's entirely like cling vinyl. So if I absolutely hate it, I can just peel it off so easy and leave 0 residue behind. So it's kind of like, why wouldn't I try and live with it? And if I hate it, I'll just peel them down, because it's going to be really easy to peel down. One thing that I did figure out when doing that panel was to absolutely disregard their instructions for trimming it down a little bit but leaving some. Like, you do not want to leave any, because even though it cuts plenty easy with scissors just like this, when you have it up and you're trying to cut it with a blade or a knife or scissors, since there's no adhesive holding the vinyl to the window, it just drags down. So it doesn't cut clean. It just drags, and it doesn't matter if you hold it, it just drags, and it makes a really like raggedy looking cut. So my advice, 1, for just applying it easier without worrying about that excess, and 2, actually having it look really clean when you're done, pre-cut it. Measure it, pre-cut it. So that's what I've done. I just did that off camera. So I've got this one for the middle window and this one for this last window. And I will just figure out what to do with the troublemaker over there. But I pre-cut it. The second thing that I learned from yesterday this is a me issue, so you probably wouldn't have this issue anyway, but since I have this staircase running through the middle of it, I need to go ahead and run the whole thing down and not try to shove it down in the middle of it, because that's when a lot of like my cling issues happen. That's when a lot of fur got into it. Whereas if it was already down, I can go under the staircase and peel the lining off that way and hopefully have less issues. So those are two things I learned that I'm gonna try. Definitely pre-cut, definitely have plenty of soapy water because that makes it way easier. And we're gonna hope that this goes much smoother today and that we can get a result that we semi-like. So all that to say, we're gonna try again, and hopefully it turns out decent enough, at least to live with for a little bit. Okay, so this is much more successful this time. I think having less material to have to work with is super helpful. Also, something that I'm realizing is, even though it's not adhesive, I think my mistake on this one was once I figured out it wasn't adhesive, I stopped treating it like it was adhesive. And this is much easier to avoid getting like the stray hairs and dust and everything into it when you treat it like the moment you peel that paper off that is sticky. So I'm peeling the paper off and like sticking it to the glass as quickly as I can and working in small sections, and that is helping a lot. It's not perfect, but it is helping a lot. Show you this the other day when I was doing it, but it was so dark because it was raining that day. But it is really easy to take off this vinyl and to put it right back on. Like, it's almost reusable. The only thing is that it's going to cling to any hair or fur or lint, any of that. So it's really difficult to keep it clean. But other than that, it could be totally reusable. So that's why I decided to go ahead and put it on. But you can see how easy it was for me to take off the part that I needed to fix and redo and put it back on. So yeah, it's actually much easier to apply than I first thought, but also do not follow the instructions it comes with because that's what messed me up in the first place. But now we have our window film. So we're gonna add the art and the art light today and start bringing this together. I might have to get Josh to help me with this next part because I can barely reach up there, much less hold the screwdriver above my head. So yeah, we'll see. But I am going to take this apart, but so excited about this light. It's so pretty. I'll definitely leave it linked for you because it was super affordable. It's just going to add so much extra depth to this stairwell and make it look a little bit more thought out since the artwork doesn't fit perfectly. I think it's gonna really just make it look a little bit more intentional. and it's actually really, really easy to install. So it comes with this plate and then just the back of this, and it just slides right in, just like that. So all you have to do is screw this plate to the wall, and then this slides on and off, which is great because since this is not hardwired, it's actually battery operated. So I can turn it on with a remote, and now I can brighten it and I can dim it. And then when it's out of battery, it came with this to recharge it. So those ports are over here. Ooh, not there. Are there, so I can recharge it. So you need to be able to take it off really easily, and that's what this plate lets you do. So all you have to do is screw this plate into the wall, and then you just slide your light on. So simple. And so I could totally do it myself, but I just can't even reach above that now. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I have a step stool just to reach where I did. So I can't reach all the way above the painting now because I'm already on the top rung, and then to also try to screw into it. So I'm gonna see if I can get Josh to help me screw this plate into the wall, and then we'll be able to see it all lit up. Well, this makeover definitely took much longer than I ever anticipated. Just for reference, we started this makeover back in July. So over on the vlog channel, you've been seeing progress on this makeover since July. It is now December, and we are finally finished with our staircase makeover. But before I show you the before and the afters, I have one more little surprise for you. Well, it's not so little. Way back earlier this year, I found a stunning chandelier, and I didn't get it at the time. And I talked about how much I loved it and how I couldn't stop thinking about it. And you guys blew up the comments and said I should go back for it. Well, I made plans to go back for it. And the night before I was going back into town to go see if it was still there, my friend who lives in that area texted me and said, Brooke, I went through there today and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh no. And like, a part of me was really heartbroken. But then another part of me just had like a peace about it and was like, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. That's fine. You know, what's meant to be will be. I'll find something else. Well, went back into town, and this was around my birthday, and my mom plopped a box on the table and said, hey, here's an early birthday present. I did! That is hysterical! Oh my gosh! You know what's so funny? Caitlin texted me last night, and she was like, I went through and it was gone. And I was like, it's okay, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is amazing. I'm not gonna pull it out because, no, but oh my gosh. Isn't it awesome in person?
It really is.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. My mom and my friend went to cahoots to grab this chandelier and surprise me with it. So we got the chandelier. Part of the reason why this makeover took so long to be able to finally share with you guys is the whole chandelier had to be rewired. Josh literally was soldering wires, adding ground wires, rewiring it, trying to hang it, but we finally got it to work. And so I cleaned up the globes and we hung it up. Now, are you ready to see this before and after? Because I think it's gonna blow your mind. Before this makeover, our staircase was easily the thing that I disliked the most about our house. The openness of the staircase made it constantly feel like it was on display, and it felt messy, dated, the carpet looked dirty, and it's at eye level, which just made things worse. All of the trim had not been painted yet. The wood was bright orange and raw, and it just felt unfinished, dated, and clashed with everything else that we've worked so hard on to do in our house, especially the downstairs. And so it was definitely time to update it, fix it, finish it. And if you had told me that we would have wound up with what we did, I would have never believed you. But look at what just a little bit of paint and a few finishes was able to do to this staircase. I honestly never thought I would even remotely like this staircase, at least not without a full renovation, but I love it. I cannot believe the impact that just some paint and finishes had on this space and ultimately our entire downstairs. Now everything looks like it goes together. This staircase feels like it belongs. It looks updated, it looks clean, and it matches everything else that we've worked so hard to do in our home. And I just still can't believe that I actually love looking at this staircase now. It just feels better, and I am so glad, even though it was a total pain. Every step of the way, it was a total pain. From the painting, to the window film, to the chandelier, every single part of this, except for hanging the artwork, gave us trouble, but it was so worth it. And I'm just so excited about the massive impact that we were able to make without really doing a big renovation on it. I hope that you love this makeover. Thank you so much for being patient. Let me know what you think, and I will see you so soon in the next video. Bye.